let's get ready to go. We've got a yellow flag or two showing here, so it looks like we've got an issue because we've still got a red flag at the back with Claire holding up. No, Claire gives us the green at the back, thank you, girl. So Lottie at the front says, watch the lights. The lights go off and away we go. Oh, Twyford with a good little start there. He's going to go looking good for the whole shot into Richie's down. He's got away strongly too, and Lindeman's not slow from the outside there. Let's see if he can carry the speed around the outside. No, he can't. I think that's, is that Twyford on the inside? Do you think they're Bradley?
I was looking further down the order there. It looks like we've got a few issues there for Ollie Arvin. He's got a hand that will be pulling off, so that'll be the end of the MRO Minitwins weekend for Ollie. We'll see him back out later on in the Minitwins. But the race leaders then making the way up. Somebody goes a very long way around. They make their way around Wilson, then at the first time on several, it is Lindemann from stage 500, and then that is the number 22 of Delzal ahead of Misty Cran. That's the top four then, as they make their way around Palmers and stage 500. That was a great start. I didn't see that.
Now this could be an interesting little change in the program, because obviously we've seen this before, but it's usually Lindemann leading Dowds at this early stage of the race. Now Dowds, all of a sudden he's found himself right behind the 8 ball, and Mitch Ducran would like a bit of this action. There's that Toby Finnis coming up next behind with just ahead of Steve Costin as well. I don't know if these guys can be able to maintain this pace, but certainly there's a rapid quartet getting away, and Mitch is in the slipstream there. I think he fancies a bit of this action, doesn't he, Bradley?
Well, yeah, definitely. He's right there. He's almost starting with Dave Twyford earlier on today, wasn't he? Looking for the final podium position then, but if he can get away with the lead group then, Mitch Ducran could well be a dark horse.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Could be laying down a serious marker for future races, and I tell you what, he's ideally placed. Lindemann has got away from Twyford, they're not able to use the slipstream there, but Ducran is right behind on Dowds, and I think he's going to be giving him a very hard time as we go under the bridge. Sadly, we don't have a full screen height digital thing happening here. We'll pick up as best we can as they come out there. No, there's no change in the order, but Ducran is having a look at the bomb hole. Didn't place the car at the bomb hole. He can be done, maybe on the last lap, not the first one. We come around for the first of 7 times. And we're starting to get a little bit of a split. No, not really. So it's the first 4. We've got away from the next 4, so we've got 2 groups of 4 arguing over the places as they come down Murray's for the first of 7 times. He'd love to go home with 25 points. He's going to squeeze it hard into Richie's. Lindemann though holds round the outside and side by side stuff. That is super close racing. That is the 4 rough down. I'll tell you what, a little bit of 400 grip, giving some overtime on the yellow paint down there. I know he's a decorator, so he knows his way around a paintbrush, and I think he might be doing just that to Mr. Twyford around the outside. Very close stuff indeed. Not quite sure what happens to Cran and Dowds. They look to be as they were. At least those two have got some bright colours we can identify with very easily, haven't they, Bradley?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think that what Dave Lindemann doing there, he's having a look behind him there, is that Dave Twyford, so the 333 leads number 1 there, but it was certainly a look behind from the young South African who leads this race at the moment, and so Dave Twyford then will really have to fit between his teeth now. Delzal and Mitch Ducran right there with them almost, but Delzal seemingly losing a few tenths in the opening half of the second lap, but Dave Twyford right there with Dave Lindemann.
Absolutely flying as they go down to the second battle at the moment being led by Jack Bennett from Steve Cross and Toby Finnis and Kev Lilly. A little bit further back, got Brian Mayer just going past an Alex Mann there. Tyler Walsh just ahead of Seth Barrett. Then as James Spencer, Will Barrett leads the rookies ahead of Ben King and David Luff and Wood. So that's the 4 rookies very close together as well. They're actually only separated by about 1.5 seconds, but obviously we're going to concentrate on this lead battle out the very sharp end. And once again, they're on the back straight. These slipstream battles coming to the 4. The leaders are already into Nelson's, the left-hander there out the back. Love to have a conflict. Got Twyford down in front. Twyford has hit the front. He has pulled the marker on Lindemann there. So let's see if with a clear track in front of him, he can break the South African. Well, he's going to struggle though. The South African trying to go around the outside. And you know if anybody's going to go for the suicide squid, he's the youngster, and he does just that. But Twyford surely he's going to have the better line coming out of the corner, which you give him the drive up the front straight. This is the kind of action we expect in the last lap round, not the second lap. Very fast indeed as well. Over the line, the wheels of go. We've expected all weekend to see a half
Of Dave Twyford runs a little bit wide there, all over the rumble strip. front of him, but of course Dave Twyford leads Downs in the championship, and no one knows that better than Dale Downs. He needs to be in front of Twyford.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's Downs who's got to make up the ground. Of course, he's unfortunately lost those 3 incidents where he's sadly once a mechanical failure, a couple of accidents as well. And Dell's a lovely guy. He's a very honest guy too. He put his hands up to the mistakes he's made, unfortunately. Lindemann though out in front, and what Twyford's now getting is exactly the same view that Downs have for most of the other races here this weekend. Lindemann's not the easiest person to pass. He's just a very determined individual, and that bike will be twitching its way all the way around Correns. And you're just expecting it all of a sudden to be a heap of flying South African and flying Suzuki in front of you, maybe not in the right direction at the same time. So that was the problem that Dell was having earlier when he was describing racing. He's enjoying it, don't get me wrong. But at least when Dell and David are racing together, they know each other. David Twyford, of course, they know each other very well. They know how clean and smooth each other are. They totally trust each other. Lindemann has a bit of a spanner in the works. The young South African, a little bit of a wild style, and he's a little bit unknown prospect in some ways as well. As we come around corners once again, and it's Lindemann who leads the way by a couple of bike lengths from Twyford. He's got a similar gap over Downs, who looks to close that gap just a little bit as we come to Murray's on the straight to go. Broken, unfortunately. It's now dropped to half a second or so behind them. So we've got challenged the lap record. I don't expect us to be honest. I think it's a little bit too warm as far as the breathing goes for these bikes, but it's still very, very close indeed as we come around Palmer's. Lindemann still leading. It's Dave Twyford there in second, and it's still Del Downs wondering where wait to see desperate to get past the Twyford. He's had a perfect weekend so far, well, maybe not perfect. Oh, but there we go, a little bit wide for Lindemann on the exit of Agostini's, and you don't have to ask Dave Twyford twice. The man is not a multiple champion of the reigning Milano Trophy holder for no reason. He takes the lead once again into Oggies. Will Lindemann go for the suicide squeeze? No, he can't do it there. Surely he's just going to rely. He seems to be able to stretch the legs of that bike on the back straight. We'll wait and see, but of course Downs is going to try and go with him as well. They duck in behind the Armco. We're going to lose sight of them briefly as they go behind the tree. They come down the straight, waiting for them to appear, and side by side is Lindemann looking for an inside pass on Twyford. Down trying to pick up a double slipstream. So close. I'm going to have a quick look at the sector times, and sure enough, Downs goes quickest in the first sector there, 23.540. He's definitely not out of this one at all. There was half a second covering the top 3 over the line last time. This man 2.5 seconds back. And Bettis costed Finnis and Lilly very close indeed. Okay, watching at the Correns once again, and again the top 3 come round to Crown. Unfortunately unable to stay with it, but it's Lindemann now from Downs and Twyford. So Dell did work that slipstream beautifully as they work their way into Murray. We're going to have still 3 laps in this action. And they're in the 204 still. It's 205.1 in fact on that lap for the reigning champion. It's number 1 Dave Twyford. Down to Twyford. On the right hand they go there. Sure can. Well, I wonder if it's going to go one way, because obviously Lindemann would love to have a clean sweep of races here. And he's doing everything he possibly can to try and make the break. We're still in the 204s. We've not managed to crack the magic 203 bracket yet. But Del Downs was the quickest man on the circuit last time round. 204.588 for him, at 204.7 for the man in front of him. There's only one place he needs to be leading a race. We saw that with Downs last time, actually. He got very good at leading the race over the line quite a few times, but unfortunately on the 7th lap he was in 2nd place, which is not ideal. So maybe you just need to work on those timing things a little bit there, Del. Okay, tucked behind the Armco they go once again. And Lindemann Lindemann again, Twyford dropping off the pace again now. I wonder if Twyford's gone, do you know what, these guys want it worse than I do. I need the points and they want to win. Well, Lindemann wants to win, see now. So they worry about win himself. What he ideally wants is to put Lindemann between himself and his by around about 12 points.
That marker coming into play to go in towards Murray there. Lindemann goes to the inside there.
Maybe look close up. I think Dowd's still got his eyes on the prize as far as Lindemann goes. I wonder if Dave Lindemann is just a little bit too far off the road. Twyford though is trying to go with Dowds. He'd love to pull one over on Dell and get some of those 12 points back that he's lost so far this weekend. It would be a 16-point advantage, loss of points. So that would bring the gap down to 47 points. There's still two clear race wins almost for Dave Lindemann going into Twyford going into the last round. So it's definitely not all over yet, but unfortunately as each race progresses, it's getting closer and closer to being over. Now he desperately needs to win the race and put Lindemann between himself and his rival to drag back 9 points per race rather than 5 points per race. He's dragging at the moment, doesn't he, Bradley?
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be all down to Brad Hanskin around about 3 weeks' time as well, isn't it? So, points here, for round number 7 is going to be absolutely vital as far as round number 6 here for the MRO Minitwins. But it's all spread out now as you go around the far end of the circuit, around the whole right hander of Coram and in towards Burridge now. And the last lap flag is now being ready
safe in third place in the little bit. Long way back from Malwood, just inside the top 15 overall. Malwood's not having a great weekend at all this weekend. He's definitely been off the pace by Malwood standards. I was commentating earlier, I don't think he's been lower than 4th in these Super Twins. All of a sudden he's down in 7th place, which is a long way back for him. He was a serious championship contender up until today, basically. But he's still in with a very good chance. There's still plenty of points on the table. So we're just waiting for the leaders to appear once before us. Around Corums, and I think it's pretty much going to be the same result it has every single race this weekend with the 3 battlers going hard out. Lindemann, to be fair, he's not relaxing in the lead. I know he must know that he can't relax for a moment because those 2 guys behind him are going to take advantage of any way they can. It's Dave Lindemann coming around Corums that huge lead. That's unfortunately the first couple of laps of this race is classic Minitwin racing as we've seen of late. But in terms of a damn swim in the end to the back. And then what they're doing is one
second place champion, and Dave Wyford across the line to round up.
Involved in that very close battle for the fifth place. Steve Costin's over the line. Alex Mann comes over.
Two right, isn't it?
Don't make it. Jack Dennis, unfortunately, I think have taken to the scenery there. Kev Lilly comes over the line. Around in the top 10 now, and James Schlett's not too far behind him, so very small consolation prize as far as they're concerned. That's a great shame. Unfortunately, somebody put a load of garages and an office building in front of us, which is rather annoying. If you'd like to raise stuff another story, please, you might be able to see just a little bit more. And a commentary booth over the back there, somewhere on the outside between, I reckon somewhere between Nelson and the bowl hole would give us a bit of an overview as well. So just dropping hints there, just laying plans, you know, just you've made some great improvements to the Snetterton circuit over the years, and another little improvement would not be unwelcome in the slightest. Okay, rookie mini twins there. Will Barrett lays down another good marker. There is a man who I think we'll be talking about a lot more next year. He's put himself in serious contention as well. If you can repeat that sort of performance of Brands Hatch in the next round, he might